Raoul, Real Vision's CEO and founder, has come up with yet another unique analogy concerning cryptocurrency. Raoul believes Bitcoin's increased network activity is the reason for its outperformance of other cryptocurrencies. The former hedge fund manager examines the adoption rates to determine how quickly cryptocurrency is expanding around the world. Powell believes that transferring the value of each chain creates value for different reasons. Bitcoin first, because of its pristine collateral security, and brings large numbers of users, which translates to large sums of value, hence why it's the most valuable network. But Ethereum has more applications and a transaction value per monthly user, and is broadly in line with Bitcoin. Thus, if Ethereum attracts more users over time, it will flip in Bitcoin and the market cap. Let's check out the Real Vision boss as he shares some more important information in his crypto predictions for 2022.
Well, my views on Bitcoin changed significantly. I don't think, no less of it as an asset. I thought about it in network terms and the community, and I thought the community is not attracting new people. And the job of a network is to attract new participants. And if the network was actively rejecting people, I thought it was going to underperform, which was surprising to me because I was very bullish on Bitcoin first because I thought, look, it's going to have a larger place. And what's happened is almost immediately, and it made me change my mind, is the institutions started going, well, I actually don't like this space. And they started buying ETH. They don't want to own an asset where everyone's shouting, have fun, stay poor at each other and putting laser eyes, right? Makes them look fucking stupid and irresponsible with their money. Well, ETH feels like it's a technology play. Yes, it's amusing because everyone's saying GM to each other and all of this stuff, but it's not at war. While Bitcoin was at war with every other network, because that's what networks do. Religions go to war with each other for the same reason, right? They're exactly the same principles. So it's the same reason Russia and NATO. They're all the same. They're all networks fighting each other for the robustness of their own network. I get it. So that whole process of seeing institutions getting turned off by it was a big deal to me. I just thought, I don't like this either. Because people keep coming to me saying, when's this wall of money? I'm like, it doesn't come as a tidal wave. It comes as a flow, right? You don't see it until you look back and go, wow. So, I literally every other day am speaking to the world's largest financial institutions who put me in front of their investment committees and talk them through crypto and how to invest. And the narrative changed. It really surprised me. It was always Bitcoin. Can we put Bitcoin on our balance sheet? How should we invest in Bitcoin? What's the diversification? Moved very quick to, look, Ethereum feels like it's a technology play that makes sense with the applications. We're interested in DeFi, etc.
While crypto is increasing at a rate of 130% each year, the internet grew at 76% per year during the same period of its use. Raoul goes on to say that even if crypto usage is cut in half by 2030, the number of crypto users in the world will have climbed by a staggering 5 billion. This would imply that cryptocurrency becomes the primary means of acquiring, transferring, and storing value.
So it moved very fast, which is why in the end VC got most of the money. Because they saw the broader opportunity. They all came through the 2020 lens of Bitcoin is the asset and the Michael Saylor route, and even me, in the earlier part of 2020, a lot of people came in that. And then, like all of us, they kind of go, oh wow, okay, this is much bigger. So, I've started a fund of hedge funds, which is invest in crypto hedge funds to allow institutions another way into the market, because they don't really want to buy just ETH or Bitcoin. They want exposure to this $2 trillion asset class is going to go to 200 trillion over the next 10, 12, 15 years, whatever the number is. So hedge funds are pretty good for that because their job is to manage the exposure and to capture this big move. So, that's another way that it's coming in that people don't see. It's not all about the Bitcoin ETF. I don't think that's going to move the needle as much. It'll be positive, only in a positive market. I'm seeing institutions using this weakness and not being frightened by it. So they're like, look, this is fantastic opportunity. I need to use this. I get it. It's a volatile space. They understand. The people who are trying to put capital to work understand. But once the price starts going up again, then you'll see the stampede. If Bitcoin's at 65,000 or 70,000, then people say, okay, we've had a year-long correction. It's now going up. Next phase is going to go to 150,000.
Right.
And they'll be in. And they'll be in and there'll be a mad panic because they've all been doing the work over the last year and a half. So they'll be like, we've got to get in now, because if they don't, they miss the outperformance of their peers who've got it. That's not the risk I want to take. It's not worth it if my expected future return is, 10x. Why get a 5% yield? It's nonsensical. And I've never been interested in yield, even in financial markets. All yield stuff is boring to me. I'm a guy who likes the capital gain route.
Yeah.
And different people, right? There's a whole bunch of people who love yield. It's called carry in financial markets. They want to get carry, and others want to go for performance. And they're two different equations. And the carry guys do really, really well until they blow up. And the guys like me tend to do mediocre, and then make huge things. They're just different ways of skinning the cat.
Right.
So I spent my time, because we don't have enough mental ability to focus on all the things in the space. So I started going down a different rabbit hole. I saw NFTs. I understood it mainly, not all of it. I understood the macro view of what these things are and how big this is. I wasn't really that interested in these communities. So Ethereum introduced a piece of magic in a smart contract. A smart contract attached to a blockchain means that any contract in existence can now be attached to a blockchain. And smart contracts allowed an algorithm or a calculation to be made automatically and verified on the chain. So that could be your insurance contract for your house. It could be any of the contracts. I mean, if you look around you, almost everything that we have in life is a contract. Whether it's a spoken contract, a written, me appearing on this together with you is a form of contract, right? So all of these things are contractual relationships that are everywhere. What this was saying is we can record all of them and verify all of them. Okay, so that's a really big concept beyond which most people understand. And you can understand that, okay, if that's the case, then a house can go on a blockchain, yes. Because the deeds, and then you don't need a notary, and then you don't need lawyers, and there's all of this stuff. Right. Most legal stuff can actually go on this. And then the breakthrough is that, okay, we've got another thing that's going on in digital world, which needs solving. So this contract thing is a big deal. We don't even know what this means yet, right? When we talk in 10 years time, we'll go, oh my God, we didn't even see that coming, right? So that's all happening. And DeFi is that. There's contractual obligations between borrowers and lenders. It's all happening on chain. But what the average person is seeing is a different breakthrough that came out of this whole concept. Is in digital world, everything that gets digitized goes to zero in value or cost. Everything.
Raoul goes on to say in his interview that in his macro view, we are in fact headed for a recession, not just in the cryptocurrency market, but in the stock market as well. Using all the technical indicators that Raoul uses, his view is if we are going to reach a proper bounce or low, it happens in June. So between now and June, everyone is likely to panic. If the central bank reaches the inflationary threshold, Raoul feels the Federal Reserve will have to intervene. Many analysts feel that the current banking system is on the verge of a collapse, and that the fiat currency world will have to make a major adjustment, or else it will ultimately come crashing down. What do you think about Raoul Pal's interview on the crypto and financial markets? Comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Library of Wealth. We'll see you in the next video.